So hi guys, my name is Luisa and today I want to do a little spring awakening flow with you outside here with the rainbow. And yeah, it's just for the spring equinox. Maybe you feel a bit more energized, and this is a little flow to give the whole body a stretch. It's very gentle, yeah, not too strong, so take it easy at your own time. So when you are ready, meet me on the mat, and I'd like to start in Childspose today. So bring your knees hip width apart, big toes are touching and the hips are resting on the heels. Maybe you like to bring a cushion in between the heels and the sit bones if this doesn't feel too comfortable. Otherwise, if you're fine like this, you walk your hands forward here and melt the chest and head towards the ground and start to make contact to the earth, to the ground, arriving in the present moment here, arriving in your body and feeling the support of the earth underneath you. Taking the first few moments here to simply arriving in the location, feeling the ground underneath you. Maybe it's a soft or hard surface. Noticing the texture underneath you. Maybe it's a warm or cold surface. Noticing these things and letting your body get really heavy on the ground. Resting the torso over the legs and feeling the weight of your hips on your feet. Also feeling the opening across the shoulders and the upper back. And feeling with each inhalation how you're creating more space in between your shoulder blades. Exhale, letting go of any tension that might be stored in your body. Inhaling deeply, filling the lungs, filling the belly. Exhale, sinking just a little bit deeper into the posture. Bringing your attention fully towards your breath. Can you try to lengthen your breath? Maybe you're counting to 3 for the inhale. Pausing at the top for a count of 3 and exhaling for 3. Again, inhaling for 3. Pausing for 3, keeping the breath in and exhaling for a count of 3. Two more times in your own rhythm. Feeling your body sinking a bit deeper into the pose, into the ground. Releasing tension with the exhale. Lovely. And maybe you can feel the shoulders opening, the hips opening, and how you're creating flexibility in your toes while the weight of your hips rests on them. Lovely. Now with your next inhale, look forwards to your hands, slowly coming up, and then walking the hands over to the left. Maybe you like to bring your left hand onto the right, onto your right wrist, and then creating lots of space here on the right side of the torso, feeling the nice stretch. Breathing deep here into your right side. One more inhale, and then exhale. Bring your hands back to the middle. Lengthen the spine, and then exhale. Walk the hands over to the right side. Maybe you bring your right hand onto the left wrist, creating space on the left side of the torso. Nice opening. Send the breath into your left side, creating a nice opening. Child's pose with a side stretch. Exhale. Slowly coming up again, walk the hands towards the center and then slowly towards your knees. Lovely. Maybe you like to stay kneeling here. Maybe you want to tuck the toes under to give your toes a little stretch. And you can always release this in between if it gets too much. So coming up here, roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then down. And let's give our wrists a little stretch, yeah? So making fists, stretch your arms out in front of you, and then we start to rotate the hands into one way, warming up the wrist so they can carry a bit of weight later on. Then circle the other way. Lovely. And then press the hands, press your palms, and then open the hands, press the palms away from you. Again, rotate fingers towards, away from you, yeah, opening, and then maybe down. See how this angle feels, and then bring them back, rotating towards each other, and then opening. Lovely. And circle the wrists out. If you stayed with the toes tucked, well done. They start burning quite quickly. And then finding your Sukhasana here. Rooting down through both sit bones equally, yeah. So finding a comfortable position. Maybe you like to use a cushion to elevate yourself. Then lengthen through the spine from the base of your spine towards the crown chakra. Finding length, relax the shoulders away from the ears. And then with your next inhale, sweep the arms up. Maybe you look up, imagine you hold the sun in between your hands, welcoming spring. And then exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart. Maybe you look down. Again, inhaling, opening the arms, looking up. Exhale, hands towards the heart. One more time. Inhale, opening the arms. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale, creating length. And then with your next exhale, opening to the right. Seated side twist. bringing the left hand onto the right knee and coming up onto the fingertips with the right hand. Lovely. Keep the shoulders loose, long spine. Maybe you look over your right shoulder if your neck allows. Only going as far as feels good here. In the back, not collapsing in the back. And then enjoying the twist, staying with the breath, breathing in deeply, and exhale, maybe coming a bit deeper into the twist. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, rotating just a bit more. Lovely. Breathing in and exhale. Release the right hand. Sweep it up towards the sky. Gaze follows the right hand while it crosses over the left. And then lean back here. Send the weight into the pelvis, into the back, getting really round. Chin towards the chest. Nice. Creating space here in between the vertebrae. Inhale, coming forwards. Keep the arms crossed. Lift the hands. And then maybe you find your eagle arms here, or you bring your hands onto the shoulders, elbows drawing away from you. I'm just going to show you from the side. Elbows draw away from you. And then creating opening in between your shoulder blades. Maybe eagle arms. And you also have an option to rotate the elbows from left to right and feel how this sensation is in your back. Next, exhale, release the hands, sweep them out, opening the arms, looking up, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. One more time, inhale, bring the arms up. Imagine you're holding the sun in between you. Exhale, rotate to the left this time, finding length here in the back, coming up onto the left fingertips, right hand on the left knee. Breathing deep into the twist. With each exhale, maybe you're twisting a little bit more. And maybe you look over your left shoulder if this feels okay in the neck. 2 more deep breaths. Next exhale, release the left hand, sweep it up, gaze follows the left hand, and then cross it over the right, sending the weight back into the pelvis, rounding the back. Breathing deep. Next, inhale, coming forwards, keep the arms crossed. Release the hands from the knees, and then maybe you bring the hands onto the shoulders, elbows draw away from you. Or you bring the back of the hands to each other for your eagle arms. Lovely. Feel the opening in the upper back. And maybe you like to bring the arms towards the right and to the left. See how this feels for you. If you can feel any tension in the shoulders. Lovely. And then slowly breathing out, releasing the hands. Maybe you want to shake them out. Lovely. And then changing the cross of your feet. Bring the other one in front. Inhale. getting really long here. Exhale, bending over to the left side here. Bring left hand to the ground. Maybe elbows on the ground as well, doesn't have to. Feeling the stretch on the right side. Rotate the chest towards the sky. Exhale, come to the front. Rotating over to the right side. Bring the right hand to the ground. Maybe elbows also on the ground. Extend the left arm over the ear. Chest towards the sky. Nice. Maybe look towards the sky or ceiling if you're inside. Nice. And then come forwards again and slowly roll yourself up into your Sukhasana. And from here, roll over the knees into your neutral tabletop here. So bring your hands right under the shoulders, knees, under the hips here, and draw the belly in. Lovely. Head in extension with the spine and the neck in your neutral tabletop. Press the flats of the feet into the ground, and then inhaling, looking forwards for your cow, dipping the belly, opening the chest. Exhale, sucking the belly in, rounding the back, shoulders towards the ears, cat. Lovely again, inhaling cow, exhale cat. And then find your own rhythm. Link the movement to the breath, inhaling cow, exhale cat. Maybe you're very rhythmic, maybe you do this really slowly and soft. You choose your style. I'm just your guide. You are your own guru. Always listen to your body and just do what feels good and right in your body today. And then maybe some barrel rolls, so linking cat and cow into one move. So circling here, the torso. Inhale, come forwards. Send the weight over the wrists. Exhale, send the weight back into the heels, over the knees. Lovely. And maybe you like to do this rhythmically, a bit faster as well. Maybe you like to go really slow. You choose. You choose, and then pause, go the other way, barrel rolls into the other direction. Lovely. And then slowly stopping and coming back to your neutral tabletop. Lovely. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then from here on your next inhale, reach the right arm high, opening here. Try to keep the hips leveled, parallel. Maybe look up. Lovely. And then start rotating the right arm here, lubricating the right shoulder joint. Inhale, the arm comes up, exhale down. Lovely. Again, one more big inhale, reaching, and exhale. Tread the right arm through the left, hovering the right shoulder over the ground. Inhale, opening. Exhale, tread the arm through. One more time. Inhale, reaching. And exhale, tread it through. And then come to lay down onto the right shoulder here. Extend your left arm over the head, over the ear. If this is too much, you can also keep the arm, left hand in front of the face. And then feel the weight resting on your right temple, on the right shoulder. Enjoying this stretch. Breathing deep, staying with the breath. Trying to keep the hips over the knees. And then when you had enough, slowly walking the left hand in front of the face, pressing into the left hand, and then opening to the right. Again, reach the right arm up. Rotate the leg, the left leg open here. Step the right foot in line with your left knee and the left hand for your Ardha Chandrasana, for your baby Ardha Chandrasana, yeah? Small half moon, pressing into the right, pressing into the outer blade of the right foot, really, yeah? So finding a stable stance here, and then if you want, you can lift the right foot. Maybe extend your right arm over head, creating space. Inhaling. Exhale, tap the right elbow to the knee. Inhale, opening. Exhale, tap. Inhale, get long. Tap. Inhale, creating space. Exhale, tapping. Lovely. 2 more times. 1 more time. And then you have an option. Maybe you want to grab the right foot here for a bind. So pressing the foot into the hand. Maybe you come up onto the fingertips. See what feels good for you. Here in your bound mini half moon. And see how you want to take hold of the foot. Sometimes this way feels better. Sometimes you want to grab the foot the other way around. And then opening the chest, stacking the shoulders on top of each other. Lovely. Next exhale, release the foot slowly. And then turning back to the mat into your tabletop. Taking a breath here before we come to do the other side. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, reach the left arm high, opening yourself to the left, reaching the hand towards the sky. And then start circling the left arm. Inhale, bring the arm up, exhale down. Lovely, 1 more time. And then keep the arm up, inhaling here. Exhale, tread the left arm underneath the right, hovering the shoulder over the ground. Inhale, opening. Exhale, tread the left arm to the right. Inhale, opening. Exhale, treading through, this time laying the shoulder onto the ground and resting on your left temple here. Maybe you keep your right hand in front of you. Maybe a bind. Maybe you extend the arm overhead. Feel the twist, the opening in the shoulders here. Trying to keep the hips over the knees. Knees are hip width apart. And then breathing deep into the twist. Nice. On your next exhale, slowly walk the right hand in front of your face again. Press into the right hand and then open yourself up to the left. And from here, turn yourself on the right knee, pivoting here. And step your left foot in line with the right knee and the right hand for your mini half moon, mini Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe extend your left arm overhead. Maybe you lift the left foot. focusing on one thing to keep the balance, inhaling, creating length, and then exhale. Maybe you tap your elbow towards the knee. Inhale, create length, exhale, tapping. Lovely, inhale, getting long, exhale, getting small, crunching up. 2 more times in your own rhythm. Inhale, opening, exhale, getting small. And then if you like, you have an option to take a bind. So taking hold of the left foot, pressing the foot into the hand, opening here the chest, creating a back bend. Breathing deep here, not going too far that your lower back hurts, only going as far as feels good for you. Then exhale, release the foot from the hand, extend the arm, and then slowly coming back to your neutral tabletop. Okay, back in your neutral tabletop. From here, tuck the toes under, send the hips towards the heels, lifting the knees, press into the hands firmly, relax the head, relax the neck. For your bear pose, yeah, the back is rounded. Round back, lovely. And then from here, slowly start to straighten the legs. They don't need to be completely straight here. Your first down dog, long back here. Relax the neck, the head, lifting the heels and then pressing one here after the other to the ground. Walking the dog, really taking your time here. Pressing maybe both heels at the same time to the ground or one at a time. Lovely. And then once you had enough, look towards the hand, send the weight over the wrist for your high plank. High plank here. And then exhale, lower the hips for your up dog. If this is too much, you can always lay down onto the ground and do your cobra instead of up dog. Exhale, bend the knees again, bear pose, and then come up into your down dog. Breathing out. Inhale, rolling forwards, high plank. Exhale, dip the hips. Inhale, looking up, up dog. Exhale, bear, and then your down dog. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, dip the hips. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bear. Down dog. Inhale, rolling forwards, high plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, up dog, looking up. Lovely. 2 more times in your own rhythm. Lovely. And then from here, walk the feet towards the hands. Walk until your feet meet the hands. Standing kind of hip width apart. And then taking hold of opposite elbow. Yeah, for your ragdoll. Letting the head hang heavy, rounding the back. And then swinging from side to side, releasing the weight of the head. Enjoying this, not carrying the weight of your head, which you carry all day, all the time. Lovely. Keep a little bend in the knees or a generous bend. Lovely. Nice. Next exhale, release the hands, bring them onto the ground. Find a long back here. Maybe hands are on the shins, long back, half forward fold. Exhale, folding over the legs, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale again, long back, hands maybe on the shins or maybe on the ground, long straight back. One more time, folding over the legs, let the head hang round back, Uttanasana. And then on your next inhale, roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, into your stand. Your feet are hip width apart. Inner lines of your feet are parallel. Engage the belly slightly. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Open chest, shoulders away from the ears, palms facing forwards. Take a breath here. Maybe you like to close your eyes. And on your next inhale, bring the hands up over the side, getting really long, creating space. And then you hold that sun in between your hands again. Maybe you look up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, inhaling, sweep the arms up, getting long. Maybe palms are touching. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Let the head hang round back. Inhale, long spine. Shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, step the right foot back. Lower the right knee to the ground. Keeping the left knee over the left ankle. 90-degree bend for your Anjaneyasana low lunge. Maybe reaching the arms up. Maybe you look up if you have the balance here. Otherwise, you keep looking straight ahead. Option for a little back bend. Enjoying the twist. Enjoying here the opening in the groin. Lovely. Exhale, release the hands. Straightening the left leg here, send the hips back. So you're up on your left heel. Straightening the left leg as far as it goes. You can also use blocks here if you have blocks, or it's just something to elevate you, books or a bottle. Lovely. If you don't want to stay here with the straight leg, you can also make this a dynamic stretch. So coming forwards, bending the leg, bending the knee, inhale, exhale, send yourself back. Inhale, coming forwards, exhale back. Lovely. Feeling into the twist. Maybe you like to pause here one more time, rotate the toes to the left and then to the right, and then slowly coming forwards. Again, bring the hands around the left foot, tuck the right toes, lift the knee, and then inhale, opening to the left, reach the arm to the sky. Nice, bring left hand back to the ground, step the right foot back towards, step the left foot back towards the right, down dog here. Lovely. Breathing in and out. On the out breath, step the right foot in between the hands and lower the left knee this time. Keeping the right knee over the right ankle here, 90 degree. Nice. Hips are squared. Yeah, parallel right hips wants to move back, left to the front. Let the hips sink deeper, feeling the stretch in the left groin. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe palms touching each other. Maybe look towards the sky. Maybe look straight ahead. And see if you want to go into a little back bend here.